down game from last night, but you guys don't like to make excuses. What did it take to dig deep at this one and get this win?
Just played together, played fast. We want to make the most of this back-to-back and get the dub, and I feel like we came out with good energy, got the job done.
Jamal, these kind of nights you always say you're just taking what the game was giving you. So what was the game giving you tonight?
I was making some shots and just, kept making them. So, I mean, Jokic had 23, 21, and 19. Could talk about him too.
What impressed you most about him tonight?
Well, he's just taking what the defense is giving him. Just playing his game, not really rushing things, and yeah, I think the biggest thing is just his effort, his consistency, and how hard he plays. 21 rebounds. The ball's not coming to you every single time. He has the biggest guy trying to hit him. So, it's just impressive what he's able to do every single night.
How did you try to approach the 16 to 18 hours, whatever it was, between you guys getting back and this game tipping? Like, were you trying to stay off your feet as much as you could today and just catch up on
Nothing
sleep?
Nothing special. We've been through it before. We just met before the game and walked through their plays and then went on the court.
Well, can you provide some perspective just how impressive it is to have 19 assists and 1 turnover?
Yeah, the ball's in his hands a lot, and for him to get doubled most of the time, making passes, making reads over high hands, teams game planning for him, I think it's just super impressive, because it's not just one time or twice. It's over the course of 4, 5, 6 years, he just gets better at doing it. And, obviously he might have a 10 turnover game, but, you take it with these kind of nights, how much he's able to orchestrate the offense and keep the defense on their toes, get everybody involved, and not give the other team points. So it was just a really efficient night for him, all around.
Jamal, Coach said he was impressed with the way you guys were able to finish when it got within 1 there. Is that a reflection of his team being healthy now, getting more reps together? What do you see, like these last 2 nights, the ability to finish late in what were wildly entertaining games that you guys were able to find a way to finish?
Just experience. We've been doing it for a while, so even though we might miss a couple shots in the clutch or something, it doesn't take away from who we are as people and what we've done and accomplished all our lives. So it's good to get back on track.
David was talking.
Takes experience and a lot of talent. Toyota game recap, first quarter, Jamal Murray. Man, you could tell he was light on his feet from the very get-go. You could see it.
Fake behind the back.
Yeah.
Take it straight to the rack.
It was almost 90 degrees in Denver. The only way to cool that off is to get a Jamal Murray flurry here in the arena. And man, you could tell after that shot, he was on one. 15 points in the first quarter alone. The Nuggets are up by 1. Second quarter, Cooper Flagg. Kid is strong.
Yeah, he's really good. The future is so bright for him and obviously the Dallas Mavericks in years to come.
However, look at Peyton Watson. See you later, Coop.
Yeah, so he just hits him with a hezzy and then tells his bench that that guy can't guard me.
You want to see transition offense? Look at this. Look at this, kids. The ball never touches the floor, kids. That's how you move up the floor. It never touches the floor. Great. And look at this pass. Again, how did he squeeze that in there?
No, look at that. That's the perfect spot. I mean, that's really good defense by Najee Marshall right there. And the ball gets to Jamal Murray anyway.
Jamal Murray was going for his 50-piece early. You could tell he had 33 points at the half, and the Nuggets were up 9 at the break. We go to the third quarter, and the Mavs are so focused on Murray. That opened things up for Cam Johnson. Hey, Cam.
Yeah, just turns the corner and gets right down Main Street for the layup.
Joker notches yet another triple-double, and he put a lot on the board early in the third. So easy peasy. Try as they might, though, the Nuggets just couldn't shake this team. They kept coming back. Chris Middleton, the and one right here, and Dallas suddenly within one. It's still a game.
Yeah.
What's a Nuggets game without a behind-the-back pass from Joker? Watch and learn. Peyton Watson's getting good at reading that, isn't he?
Well, yeah, and the read is pretty simple. If the guy stays high side on you, then you just dive to the rim. If he doesn't, then you get the dribble handoff.
Can we end this thing, please? Jamal, thank you. He was on his way to his 50-piece, but Dallas would not go away. It was still a tight game late in the fourth. It's clutch time. And Jamal Murray is clutch.
I mean, late fourth quarter, pump fake three from that far out. I can't explain. The three-point line is so far away from the basket, and then to add fatigue on top of that, and then to add a pump fake on top of that, that's crazy. That's craziness. But that was the kind of the game that Jamal was having here tonight. And when you look at the three-point line, obviously in favor of the Nuggets, the rebounding in favor of the Nuggets, and certainly the fast break points was a big deal for Denver today against the Dallas Mavericks. Dallas Mavericks can kind of sometimes bog your offense down, but they cannot do that if you're constantly in transition.
Let's dive a little deeper on Peyton Watson. Only his second game back after the hamstring injury, and he was very efficient. 7 of 10 shooting, 21 points. I mean, right before our eyes this season, he's become an offensive playmaker.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, it's like 3 or 4 aspects of his game all grew up at the same time, this season. And, the first thing that we all noticed was, whoa, he's hitting a lot of three-point shots from everywhere. And then it was, hey, you can give him the ball and he can get into offense and get himself to the rim, can create his own shot. Then it's, wait a second, he can also play make for others. Literally almost everything that you do on the offensive side of the court, his game grew leaps and bounds, and it wasn't a fluke. It wasn't just like he did great in November. This has been a season-long thing. It has now outlasted an injury that kept him out for 19 straight games. Yeah, this is a really real improvement from him, and he looked great.
Peyton Watson down in the Nuggets locker room with Scott Hastings.
All right, second game back. How's the body feel? How's the head feel?
Feeling good. Definitely a little tired, a little sore, but hamstring feels 100%, feels great. Thank God that I did the treatment the right way, and it was definitely a process, but I'm back feeling 100%.
What's the hardest thing of missing that type of time and now trying to come back for a team who's, trying to get on a playoff roll and get some seeding?
Just watching my teammates go out there to battle without me. The game of basketball is a game that I love, and it hurts me when I can't play and go out there and help my brothers win. So I'm just glad to be back helping us win games.
So you get to play the game, you get 20. Jamal goes for 53. Joker, 23, 20, and 19. Does anything these guys do surprise you?
I'm not going to say that it surprises me. I'm just more so going to apply their focus and their concentration, especially on the back end of a back-to-back. It's super hard to go out there and get 50 regardless, but to do it on the second night of a back-to-back after not shooting how I know Jamal wanted to last night, it just says a lot about him as a player. And then Joker's consistency has been like none other. I feel like sometimes if he doesn't have one of these games like he has tonight, people say he has a bad game. And I just think that that's wrong. But at the end of the day, when you show excellence and signs of greatness, people are going to hold you at that standard.
All right, March Madness gets back going tomorrow. I know you're cheering for Arkansas all over Arizona, and I appreciate that. But do you realize no Kentucky, Jamal, no North Carolina, Cam, no UCLA, Peyton Watson, no KU, Christian. First time not at least one of those teams have been in the Sweet 16 since 1954.
Wow. No, that's crazy. Those are some big-time programs, but at the end of the day, it's one game, to prove whether you get to stay or if you got to go home. So I'm just happy for the teams that have competed and have got themselves to that point in the tournament, and now it's just about finishing strong.
Go Hogs, right?
Go Hogs. For you, baby.
He just made a UCLA guy yell
Say
hog.
Go Hogs. I know.
Look at Hastings